Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the Committee to Re-elect Craig Blair.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening from the Gilbert B. Miller Center here at Hedgesville High School for West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Colin McLaughlin here, our cameraman on the TV10 signs. John Alderton back in the studio is Nick Verzolini, as tonight it is the number 6 team in the AP poll, number 8 in the coaches poll, the 8-1 overall, 2-0 in the EPAC Hedgesville Eagles, playing host to the 4-2 overall, 1-1 in the conference Martinsburg Bulldogs, team ranked number 8 in the AP poll, number 3 in the coaches poll. JV action still taking place here. It is Martinsburg leading comfortably over Hedgesville right now in our JV game by a score of 49-36. Our countdown to tip-off is brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Big rivalry nights tonight all around the Eastern Panhandle. You have the Jefferson County rivalry between Jefferson and Washington. You have Spring Mills taking on Musselman, cross-county rivalry. But the biggest rivalry of them all in the conference, the one that we'll have tonight, Martinsburg, Hedgesville, one of the more prestigious rivalries in the state. Teams that are highly respected across from east to west here in the Mountain State, and looking forward to this one tonight between Coach Rogers' team and Coach Church's team. Martinsburg 1-1 in the conference. Last time out on the court, it was Spring Mills that they played a week ago. We had that game here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. And at first it seemed like Martinsburg was able to hang around, but once Spring Mills took control, they were able to dominate the rest of the way, win by over 20 points. As for Hedgesville, they're 2-0 in the conference with a dominating victory against Washington, as well as a very low-scoring game, but still a win last week against Musselman. These two teams squaring off for the first time this year. Take a look at previous games here as of late in this rivalry. The past 3 meetings has been wins for Hedgesville, and on paper here today at home, it's going to be tough to see which way this one fares. Both teams pretty even offensively. Martinsburg averages 60 points per game. On the other side for Hedgesville, they allow 58.3 points per game. Defensively, both teams doing very well. Hedgesville's bread and butter defense, they've held teams to 33.8 points per game. For Martinsburg, they've held teams to 48.7. We'll step aside, take our first 2-minute break here on the Parsons Ford countdown to tip-off. On the other side of that break, you'll hear from the head coaches of both Hedgesville and Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The W.B. Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg clinics have moved to a new location. Our RNI team has moved to a larger custom-designed suite on the 3rd floor of the Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. RNI teams now located in the new Spring Mills office include physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology. We look forward to welcoming patients at this new location in Spring Mills. For more info, call 304-596-5038.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome back here to Hedgesville High School as Martinsburg takes the court first for varsity action in their black uniforms and black warm-up tops, waiting for Hedgesville to take the court as well as they jog out from our left, and we'll get back into our countdown to tip-off, brought to you by Parsons Ford, and into our coaches' interviews, brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's. We'll start off with the visiting head coach of Martinsburg, Dave Rogers, followed by the head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Kelly Church. Coach Rogers, your team's had the, as usual, week to prepare for tonight's contest here against Hedgesville. What has been the focus in practice this week gearing up for tonight's game?
Just trying to get better at everything we do, trying to really focus on our press defensively and being really active with our hands, and then being able to run our sets and run our plays and be where we're supposed to be. We've had a good week of practice.
The last time we saw you guys on the court, it was against Spring Mills, the best team in the state. You guys started off strong against them, but once they took control, it was a tough night overall on your guys' end. But what were your takeaways from that game positively and negatively?
Well, they're very talented, and they've got size. We had we had 4 guys shoot 17%. We only shot 27% overall. We actually only turned the ball over 8 times, so they're 14. So we really didn't shoot the basketball well. I think it was 33-20 on the glass. But when you miss, when you only shoot 27% for the game, you're going to get a lot of rebounds off that glass, especially defensively for the other team. So, hey, we know they're good, and we're going to get better, and we're going to focus on this game tonight, take one at a time, and hopefully build from there.
You mentioned the 27% field goal percentage. What does your team need to do tonight to make sure that that's not the case again here?
Well, you just got to be able to shoot the basketball. We have guys that can shoot the basketball. For whatever reason, that didn't happen. But every night's a different night, and tonight, hopefully, we're going to come out with a lot of energy and ready to play.
Tonight, you guys take on Hedgesville. Let's just first, before we get into tonight's game, get into the history of this rivalry, how much it's meant to your program time and time again to go up against Hedgesville and have historically great contests.
Well, it's a rivalry, so it's always going to be good. And we just enjoy playing. Our kids enjoy playing in this game. They all live in the same community. They all know each other, and the kids want to play. I think, we've worked hard all week, beating on each other, and it seems like eternity since we played, and it's only been a week ago, but I think our guys are ready to go.
Let's now take a look at this year's Hedgesville team. What have you seen from them so far?
Well, Pitts and Algo and Wilmer they're good basketball players. They're gonna probably get most of their shots, and I think their little point guard handles the ball well, and so they've got some young people that can do it. They're very methodical in what they do. They want to run their sets. They want to run them in a certain way, and that's good. And so we just have to. We have to be able to take advantage of some situations if we can get them, and be able to put the ball in the basket.
Both teams coming in tonight ranked top 10 in the state in the AP and coaches polls. Just talk about the early success here for both programs.
Well, I don't think there's any question that basketball is very strong this year in the EPAC. I mean, when you look at, you've got 5 out of top 10 over here in one area in West Virginia. It's tough. So, this is probably the most balanced I've seen it for a long time. And then we'll hopefully we can continue that. And then whoever represents this area in Charleston, you hope they go down there and you make a good showing.
Speaking of Charleston, how much do you feel like the respect has truly grown the past few years, especially, as you said, with now 5 teams in the top 10 coming out of the Eastern Panhandle?
Well, I think with the media today and the social media, everybody knows what's going on. Years ago, we used to go to Charleston and you'd watch the news, and the Eastern Panhandle wasn't even on the West Virginia map. So, and they always thought, well, we play too many cupcake teams up this way. We don't play enough West Virginia schools. But I think that's turned around. I mean, it's, with the representation that we're sending down there, I think that's changing.
What's your team need to do tonight to come out on top and get the win against Hedgesville?
Play hard.
I mean, that's simple, but if you can, I guess, go into a little bit more detail. I know I kind of cut you off before you did, so apologies, but I'll let you go now.
No, we just need to play hard. I mean, we need to do what we need to do. We need to adjust to their defenses. We need to do a good job with our press. I mean, it's all inclusive. You got to come out every night and do what you need to do with what you're trying to get done for that evening.
All right, Coach, anything else?
No. Have a good one.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Now joined by the head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Coach Church. Your team has had a good bit of time to kind of just relax and focus on tonight's game, whether it be because of weather or just the scheduling. But with the practices so far this week, what have you guys really tried to focus on?
Well, obviously, in a game like this, we know they're gonna press us from the second the game starts. I mean, it's like you start to pressure the second you get off the bus. So we have to be prepared for that and be strong with the ball. And they press a multitude of ways. And so it becomes paramount that our kids understand that you have to, the best way to handle a trap is to avoid it. You have to be strong with the ball. You're going to have to play through contact in a game like this, and keep your composure, and no matter what, understand that, somewhere along the way there's going to be a turnover. We'd rather not be a live ball turnover, but whatever you do, don't let one turn into two, turn into three.
Last time you guys were out on the floor, it was a very defensive, low-scoring game. You guys still were able to come out on top. What were your takeaways from that game?
Well, it's one of those things, like if you're upset, are you happy if you win like 2-0? Well, that answer would be yes and no. Usually that means it was a forfeit. So I don't know if I usually want to win 2-0, but regardless, we don't care what the score is at the end of the game. If we have more points than the other team, we're thrilled. And so, some games we score more points, some games we score less. The big thing for us is we have to be who we are. Be who you be, and star in your role. All the catchphrases we say them all the time in practice, and we mean them. We're not terribly deep, and so if you play up tempo basketball, or you get pulled into that kind of game, and you're not very deep, then the kids will get exhausted. And I'm sure that's part of the game plan coming into it the other way. Is they're going to try to speed us up, and they know we're going to try to take care of the ball and control the tempo. So. Obviously, along the way, you got to make shots. You got to finish. We have wide open threes. We have to make them. You have layups and free throws. You got to make them. And then on the defensive end, if we're able to get back and be set, they run a multitude of sets and plays, and so it kind of becomes, have we taught our kids well enough how to defend actions? Not necessarily, memorize every play, which we try to do with some teams. With Martinsburg, you can't. There's just too many plays. So, defend actions, do it the right way, keep the ball out of the lane, and, limit live ball turnovers, and certainly limit their second chance points.
What have you been pleased most from your defensive side of the ball with your team this year? Their connectiveness, their ability to communicate. After one of our games, one of the officials said, Coach, why are you screaming walk the whole time? You're screaming walk. I don't know. I'm screaming talk. We talk to our kids all the time about communication. You need to talk loud and early. And their ability to stay connected and have five guys play as one. On the offensive end, you have to share the ball, make the right basketball play at the right time. On the defensive end, five guys have to play as one. And if five guys play as one, it really does give us an opportunity. If teams are making deep threes and our kids are just making great one-on-one plays, but you've done everything you can to limit what they're trying to do, and then we'll live with that. We don't want to have defensive breakdowns where we haven't, where we don't get to the right spot, where we don't do what we're supposed to do when we're supposed to do it. As long as we do those things, then we're happy with whatever happens. Let's now get into tonight's game and just first focus on the rivalry itself between your team and Martinsburg, and just the history. How much has this rivalry meant to you and your program?
Oh, well, ever since I first got here, it just was, we used to play at Shepherd, and at different times we would play down there, and Shepherd would be sold out, and then it got to the point where we had this gym, they had their gym, and got expanded, and still people would be in line at 3 o'clock because they'd only accept a certain number of passes, and Facebook and TV10 and all that stuff didn't exist, and the only way you were going to get to see that game was to get in line at 3 o'clock. I remember one year where I'm in my office and the bell hasn't rang for school to end yet, and there are people in line, like right outside my office door, waiting to get into the gym. We had a player one time, and when this one was at Martinsburg, and we drove up, and Juwan Powell, who was a really, really good player for us, he was our point guard, and we won a state championship, and one of our coaches had said, Juwan, you're going to feel like a rock star. And I didn't even know he knew who they were, but as we pulled up, the line wrapped all the way back to past the student parking lots at Martinsburg. And he goes, we're not rock stars, we're the Beatles. And so, it's been pretty neat, and it's been a fun experience. And obviously some of the games have been heated. Some of the actions between, fans at times have been heated. And I really do feel, a lot better about regardless of what happens tonight, I'm excited to be a participant in a high school basketball game. I'm a lot less worried about, obviously anything can happen, but, the respect that I have for Coach Rogers and his staff, and Kip Shallis is one of their coaches, and I consider him to be one of my best friends. So, it doesn't mean that when the game starts, that they're not going to try to put it on us, and we're going to do the best we can to compete. But no matter what, over the years, the rivalries are intense. For a while, we went through a spell. We didn't win very many. We bounced back, and we did all right last year. And so, but I think the respect that the coaches have for each other, makes a big difference in terms of how everyone ends up behaving at the game. So, I'm excited for the game, and hopefully we'll be able to compete against them. They're extremely talented.
What does your team need to execute tonight to get that win?
Well, like I said, live ball turnovers will be bad. Dead ball turnovers, and some people, I'm not speaking down to people, but a live ball turnover is it turns over and the whistle doesn't blow. I'd rather our kids take the ball and run out of bounds with it than throw it to the other team. I'd rather them take a 5-second count or a 10-second count than turn it over where now we can't get back and get our defense set. I mean, obviously in the half court, we're a pretty good defensive team. And we try to guard really, really well without fouling. And so we think if we get back and we play defense, then no matter what, we have a chance as long as we take care of the ball in the offensive end. So limit those live ball turnovers and limit their second chance points, because, if it's an offensive rebound, then all your defensive schemes are just out the window. Now it's just a free-for-all, and again, that doesn't bode well for us either in this game. So, take care of the ball, make our layups, take our opportunities when they're there. Can't be afraid to attack the basket, but again, star in your role. Certain kids will go to the basket more and quicker than other kids for us, and that's okay. Certain kids will shoot threes. Other kids might not shoot a three if they're open on the first pass. And again, that's not just a credit to, but how does Coach Church get them to do that? That's kids being willing to understand and know, and being willing to do whatever they can do to help our team have the best chance we can to win the game.
All right, Coach Church, anything else?
One of the things you mentioned was, that we had a whole week to focus on this. And when I say this, it's not an excuse guy at all. Zan Gainey lost a grandparent, and so we changed up our week a lot, actually. So we practiced early in the morning one day. We practiced pretty quick after school one day so we could get to the viewing and stuff. And the only reason I bring it up is so that I have the opportunity to publicly say that we wish he and his family the best during difficult times. And one of the things that I explained to our team was that sometimes as a young person, regardless of your closeness with a grandparent or a great grandparent, one of the things that affects it is when that child has to then watch their parent grieve. And for some young people, that's an extremely difficult thing to do. So, I thought it was special that our team was able to be there and be with him. And, the kids were great about it. And, it also, it's one of the things that we try to be about here, which is, basketball is literally merely an excuse for the relationships. So, our hearts and prayers go out to his family during this difficult time. I'm sure he'll be dealing with some distractions. They'll see in the starting lineup where, Landon's going first tonight, but Xanden's certainly going to play. And we wish his family the best, and extremely proud of our staff and our kids this week.
Thoughts and prayers definitely with Gainey's family as well. Appreciate the time as always, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you very much, and best of luck to Martinsburg and all the local teams throughout the year.
That was our coaches' interviews, again, brought to you by Rock's Local Markets, with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's. We'll step aside and take another 2-minute break here on the Parsons Ford countdown to tip-off. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer deaths in the United States each year. But do you know the radon levels in your home? Home is a place to live, love, and laugh, not a place to breathe air containing radon. The Berkeley and Morgan County Health Departments are distributing free confidential radon test kits, and you can get yours at the Berkeley County Health Department office in Martinsburg and the Morgan County Health Department office in Berkeley Springs. Protect your home and family. Get your free radon test kit today.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's twin girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Hedgesville High School for West Virginia High School EPAC boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Colin McLaughlin here. Our cameraman is John Alderton. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini. You'll hear from him at halftime as well as post-game, and hopefully he'll have some scores from the two other Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference boys games going on tonight. We got under 2 minutes from tip-off now, so let's get into tonight's keys to the game, as the key to your next car is at the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing. It's Hedgesville and Martinsburg, one of the biggest rivalries here in the Eastern Panhandle, arguably the biggest one. Both teams very familiar with one another. The styles of both teams unmatched and unchanged over the recent years. So keys to the game for Martinsburg, you got to use that speed and athleticism, be able to force pressure on and off the ball at all times from start to finish. Force turnovers, run the ball in transition, and if you're able to do that, you got to favor Martinsburg. On the other side, Hedgesville. Bread and butter, always the defense, especially in the half court. You got to make sure Martinsburg doesn't have any good opportunities to take shots, because, let's be honest, they're not the best shooting team. As you heard from Coach Rogers, last game that lost to Spring Mills, they only shot 27%. So if you're able to play good defense like you're expected to on Hedgesville's side and force them to have another poor shooting night, that's your key to tonight's game to get a win. Let's now get into tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors Sean Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call them at 304-263-4343. And we'll start off with the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs, 4-2 overall, 1-1 here in the Eastern Panhandle, coached by Dave Rogers, coming in number 8 in the AP poll, number 3 in the coaches poll. Starting tonight for the Bulldogs, number 0, Josiah King, number 2, Keyshawn Cheek, number 3, Chase Shipley, number 4, Kyrie Bunny, and rounding out the starting 5 for Martinsburg, number 5, Anthony Owuna. Now for the home side, the Hedgesville Eagles coming into tonight's contest, the record of 8-1 overall, 2-0 here in the Eastern Panhandle. Number 6 in the state in the AP poll, number 8 in the coaches poll, coached by Kelly Church. For Hedgesville, starting, it's number 3, Xavier Kirk. number 11, Landon Pence, number 12, Tay Wilmer, number 21, Noah Brown, and number 24, Quincy Pittsnoggle. Step aside, take a 3-minute break, and then be back for opening tip. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 again, 3 minutes.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the Committee to Re-elect Craig Blair.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Kick off the new year in a new Toyota from CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg. We've got a great selection of your favorite Toyota models on our lot. Right now, get up to $2,200 off MSRP on a new 2024 RAV4. Or check out a new 2024 Camry and get up to $3,000 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Hedgesville Motor Company off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Hedgesville is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. If you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Hedgesville.com. The Hedgesville Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Welcome back here to Hedgesville High School. Before opening tip, for those tuned in on TV 10, you can see it, both teams now out at midcourt with our three officials tonight, Jake Long, Austin Johnson, and Ron Watkins, as it is Officials Appreciation Week, dubbed by the WVSSAC. So they've been presented with thank you cards from both teams, signed by all the players, as well as a gift card for Outback Steakhouse so that they can enjoy a nice dinner after tonight's game. So a big thank you to our officials tonight, Jake Long, Austin Johnson, and Ron Watkins, as everybody now gives them a standing ovation. Both teams go back to their respected benches. Martinsburg in the road black uniforms, orange and white stripes down the side, white numerals on the front and back, white letters, Martinsburg script across the front, outlined in orange. For Hedgesville, the home all-white uniforms as we wait for them to take the court. But first, the PA announcer will give out the starting five for the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs. Again, we can go down that list for you. Starting again tonight here for Martinsburg, it's King, Cheek, Shipley, Bunny, and Owuna. For Hedgesville, it will be Kirk, Pence, Wilmer, Brown, and Pittsnoggle starting for the Eagles here in this cross-county rivalry. Past three times it has been Hedgesville getting the better of Martinsburg, as Martinsburg trying to change that fate here tonight for this packed crowd inside Hedgesville. The bleachers even up here behind us open with a good bit of fans as the lights go out. The Ville carpet is out on the court to our left. The party lights are on for the announcing of the starting five for Hedgesville. Kind of like what you see at either an NBA game or even a WVU men's basketball game, trying to hype out this student section to our left who have turned around facing the court. They were facing the opposite direction and chanting out a few words about Martinsburg during their starting five. Martinsburg student section to our far right side of the court doing the same now, facing backwards. Kirk comes out first in that white home uniform for Hedgesville with the blue and gold checkered stripes down the side, the gold letters on the front and back outlined in blue. And once the starting five concludes, we'll get tonight's opening tip-off, which is brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. Let's get started here. It's Martinsburg. It's Hedgesville, the rivalry of the Eastern Panhandle, as the last member of the starting five is called out for Hedgesville, that being Quincy Pitsnoggle, the son of Kevin Pitsnoggle. For those that are unfamiliar, he is in attendance, cheering on his son, but growing up, he was on the other side of the rivalry in the orange and black of Martinsburg. Former Mountaineer All-Star, as well, as both teams have one last huddle over on their side before going out for jump ball. Looks like it will be Anthony Owuna doing the jump for Martinsburg, and expecting Quincy Pitsnoggle now to meet him out at midcourt to jump for Hedgesville. Waiting for the officials to get their jackets over to the scorer's table and get into position, along with five for each side. And the game ball into the hands of Austin Johnson and passed over to Ron Watkins. Looks like he'll be doing the honors for jump ball from our officials. Whistle blows. Ball's into the air, and we are underway. The tip backwards by Pitsnoggle and eventually brought down by Wilmer. Hedgesville starts off with the ball to our right side of the court. Trying to get it down low to Kirk, and it's a turnover as Bunny picks off the pass and gives it over to Shipley for Martinsburg. Back to Bunny on the offensive side. They go into the right corner to King. He'll dribble his way to the wing, trying to go into the paint, stumbles, and has to give it up over to Cheek. Cheek went down low to Owuna and goes right back to Keyshawn Cheek. Cheek swings it over to Bunny, goes to Shipley, gets a pick from Bunny, kicking it out to King in the left corner. He'll drive the baseline, put up a floater. It's no good. Tipped around and rebounded by Hedgesville. They go to Wilmer now as they slowly bring it up the floor, and we have a double dribble called against Hedgesville. Landon Pence gets called, and Martinsburg against the ball here. Still scoreless, quarter number one, 45 seconds off that first quarter clock. Cheek with the ball for Martinsburg, dribbling over to the right side of the floor on the Eagles script. Wood pass it to King, who gives it to Shipley. Shipley drives in, looks backwards, kicks it out to Bunny, and he'll just toss it right in front of him to Cheek. Resets the Bulldog offense. Cheek making sure everybody's in position. He'll now hand it to Shipley, get a pick, pass it back to Cheek. Cheek drives in, left-handed layup, contested, bounces twice off the front of the rim, and no good. Rebounded by Hedgesville. Long pass down the court from Brown, and it's tipped out of bounds by King. Goes into the stands on the far side. 6:39 left here in quarter number one, still scoreless. Hedgesville basketball inbounding just to the right of midcourt on the far side of the court. Brown inbounds to Pitsnoggle in the backcourt. And he'll try to bring it across now, guarded very closely by Owuna. He gets double-teamed, trying to pass it over to Kirk, and it's kicked out by Shipley. It stops the clock here with 6:32 left here in the first. Now another inbound for Hedgesville. This time it's in front of the scores table here to the near side. Brown inbounds it to the backcourt. It's caught by Tay Wilmer. Wilmer will pass it over to Brown at the right wing. Brown starts to dribble now as he's at the H, going over to the right, driving in, slips, but kept his pivot foot still, now trying to give it up. Finds somebody going in the paint. That's Kirk, and he goes up with the right hand and lays it up and in, and Hedgesville takes a 2-0 lead against Martinsburg here 2 minutes into the first. Shipley with it for Martinsburg, going to King over to the left side for Cheek. Cheek tries to go down low to Aluna, instead kicks it to the top of the key for Bunny. Back to Cheek, left wing three, no good. Tipped out to the arc on the right side and into the hands of Chase Shipley for Martinsburg. He'll slow things down now. Just dribble it out over to the H at midcourt. Now passing to the left side goes Martinsburg, driving in. Cheek finding Aluna, and Aluna walks before he could get the shot up, so a turnover, Hedgesville ball. 5:43 left here in the first quarter. It's Hedgesville with a 2-0 lead over Martinsburg. As Martinsburg sets up the full court press now here against Hedgesville. Wilmer gets the inbound. Starts his dribble quickly down the court. Midcourt now, he breaks that stripe, avoid the violation. Pass it over to the left. It's caught by Pence. Pence now drives in, Euro step. Hard shot up, and they call a foul, stopping the clock here with 5:27 left here in the first quarter. It looks like it's going to be an offensive foul. That's the first foul of the night. It's called against Landon Pence. Zandon Gainey now checks in quickly here. 2.5 minutes into the first quarter for Pence, who just picked up that foul. Keyshawn Cheek brings it up for Martinsburg. Cheek trying to go ISO at the right wing. Now gets a pick from Bunny, going to the top of the key at the left elbow. And he'll walk. He made the shot, but they say the travel occurred. So another Martinsburg turnover here as they're still scoreless almost 3 minutes into the quarter. Hedgesville keeps the 2-0 lead. Walmer with a give and go to Brown. Brown going coast to coast, kicking it out to the right corner. It's Pittsnoggle, but he's rejected by Aluna. He gets his own rebound, puts up a floater for two. It's no good. It's an early nominee for rejection of the game by Anthony Aluna, swatting that Pittsnoggle three back in his face. Shipley, the Cheek in the left corner out to Bunny. We'll go back to Shipley now at the right side. He'll go over to the left side. It's Cheek now with it. 4:45 left here in the first quarter, and he just holds it, trying to slow things down and make sure Martinsburg has a good opportunity here. He'll start his dribble, then kick it out behind him to Bunny. Bunny drives in, looks behind him to Shipley at the left wing, and another travel called against Martinsburg. At least three, I think, so far tonight here in quarter number one. Keeps it 2-0 with 4:32 left here in quarter number one as Steen comes in for Martinsburg now. Both teams with a week off and a slow start on both sides, it looks like, because of it. Kirk with the ball now for Hedgesville. Passing it to Brown at the left elbow. He'll go to the right, find a wide open Tay Wilmer in the corner for three, but it's no good off the rim and rebounded by Martinsburg. Cheek pushing the pace down, spin around, kicking it out, and an offensive foul called as he passed it to Aluna. This Cheek ran into Brown, and Brown got dropped to the floor. So that's the second team foul called against, or excuse me, team first called against Martinsburg. Typically it's Cheek drawing the charges, not one called with the charges. Now his first foul here with 4:11 left in the first. Wilmer gets the inbound for Hedgesville. He'll dribble it up the court, guarded closely by Steen for Martinsburg. Wilmer picks it up, passes it over to the right wing for Pittsnoggle. He'll find Kirk wide open in the right corner. He'll drive in, and another rejection by Aluna. He'll look for Steen down the floor. Transition offense. They go to Cheek, and Cheek gets called with another walk before he started his dribble. Martinsburg, 4 times here in the first quarter, have been called with a travel. You don't really see any frustration on their side. No confusion as to why it's being called. It seems like they realize they're doing it. 3:48 left here in the first, yet nothing's changed. 2-0 on the scoreboard, and a timeout called before the 5-second violation. No, They say the 5-second violation is called. Brown never was able to get the inbound, so Martinsburg now with the inbound as Pence checks in for Hedgesville, swapping out with Gainey. King to inbound for Martinsburg. He'll go to Cheek. Cheek ISO'd at midcourt. Everybody else for Martinsburg down low. They now go to Josiah King, the freshman, who will pass to Bunny at the left side, back to Cheek, back to King. Will drive in and then kick it out behind him to Bunny. Bunny goes back to King. King gets double teamed, loses it, has to pass behind him to Steen, who puts up a left wing three, and that's good. Martinsburg now leads 3-2 here in the first. Steen gives the first points of the night for the Bulldogs. 3:15 left here in the first quarter, clock winding down. The inbound, it's caught by Noah Brown. Brown bringing it up the floor for Hedgesville. The near side, trying to drive in, now backtracks into the corner, and he gets double teamed. Trying to find somebody, and he finally gets bailed out behind him. It's Kirk catching the pass from Brown. They'll now go to Wilmer. Wilmer at the top of the key, passes back to Brown. Brown guarded by King at the right wing. Brown starts his dribble to the left. Now sets a pick after passing it to Wilmer. Wilmer drives in, looks behind him, has Kirk wide open for three. And that's no good off the side of the iron, rebounded by Martinsburg. Cheek goes back to Steen into the corner for Bunny. Bunny pump fakes, drives in, loses his dribble, and now it's on the floor and recovered by Hedgesville. Kirk slowly brings it up the court. Now goes to Brown. Brown has a wide open left baseline. He'll go to Pittsnoggle in the paint, and Pittsnoggle gets fouled and makes the shot. Hedgesville now leads 4-3 with 2:24 left here in the first quarter. And it's an and-one opportunity for Pittsnoggle. You're brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremation, Drummond Field & Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving our area since 1880, as well as CMA's Honda at Winchester at 3985 Valley Pike. CMA is moving lives forward. Garrett Height now checks in for Anthony Owuna before the Pittsnoggle free throw. Pittsnoggle taking his time as he just got the ball. Now take one dribble and then put the free throw shot up. That one no good, rebounded by Cheek for Martinsburg. Cheek brings it down the floor now. Goes to King in the right corner. His three-pointer shot up, no good, rebounded by Hedgesville. That's brought down by Gainey. 2:10 left here in the first quarter. It's Tay Wilmer with the ball for the Eagles. Calling out the play for Hedgesville as they lead 4-3 over Martinsburg. Brown now with it from Gainey. He'll dribble to the top of the key. Picks up his dribble, passes over to the right side. It's caught by Gainey. Gainey goes behind the back with his dribble. Almost has it stolen. Drives in on the right side. His layup no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. It goes back the other way. Another three-pointer by Steen. That one almost went down, but somehow did not. And it's rebounded by Height, and he'll go to King. Now the Cheek to Steen. As Martinsburg slows it down here. It's Cheek slowly dribbling it, standing just on the edge of the H at midcourt. The offensive side of the floor for Martinsburg. Keyshawn Cheek now looks to his right, passes to the freshman King. And he'll go to Chase Shipley, who now passes the top of the key for Height. They go to Steen at the left wing. Steen dribbles once, passes over to the right side. They swing it now from Cheek to King to Height for three in the corner, and it's good. Second three of the night now for Martinsburg by Garrett Height. It's a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. 6-4, they lead Hedgesville with a minute left here in quarter number one. It's Tay Wilmer with it in the backcourt, trying to bring it over, and he finally is very closely guarded by Steen. Wilmer dribbling between his legs now at the top of the key, goes behind the back, looking to his left, gets double teamed, so he has to give it to Brown. Brown now drives in, goes down low, it's caught by Gainey, and his shot off the backboard and then around the rim, and no good, rebounded by Martinsburg. Cheek goes coast to coast, his shot up, no good, rebounded by Pittsnoggle with 30 seconds left here in the first. He goes to Brown. Brown will slowly bring it up the floor. Look behind him to Coach Church, who gives him how much time's left here in the first. So it looks like Hedgesville might hold it for the final shot. Go to the left elbow for Pittsnoggle. Pittsnoggle post up against Height, puts up a shot, and it's airballed, rebounded by Shipley for Martinsburg. He'll try to pass it down as King was in front of him into the paint, but it's deflected and stolen by Brown. 10 seconds left here in the first. Brown to Kirk. Kirk holding it here towards the score table, doesn't realize that there's only 3 seconds left at the right wing, puts up a shot at the buzzer, and that one way off. So at the end of the first quarter, it is Martinsburg on top of Hedgesville by a score of only 6. 4. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The W.B. Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg clinics have moved to a new location. Our RNI team has moved to a larger custom-designed suite on the 3rd floor of the Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. RNI teams now located in the new Spring Mills office include physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology. We look forward to welcoming patients at this new location in Spring Mills. For more info, call 304-596-5038.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back here as we head to quarter number 2 at Hedgesville High School. If you're looking for an offensive explosion, keep looking. First quarter, only 10 total points scored between these two teams in the first 8 minutes. It is Martinsburg leading Hedgesville 6-4. As the Martinsburg Bulldogs start off the second quarter with the ball, it's Keyshawn Cheek dribbling it here just to the right of the H at midcourt. He'll now pass it to the left of the H to Chase Shipley, who goes to the corner on the left side for Steen. Steen dribbles to the wing. Now they swing it to the right. Goes King to Cheek, back to Shipley at the top of the key. He'll go to Height. Height pump fakes on the left side for 3. Goes to Cheek. Cheek decides to pull up for 3 at the top of the key. It's no good, but rebounded by Steen. Kept with Martinsburg, and now he'll go and get wrapped up. And it's a jump ball called, as tying him up was Hedgesville's Gainey. No, they say it was a foul called, so my apologies there. Team first at the corner as Gainey gets called with his first foul. Height now loses it, but they say it was last off Pitsnoggle off the inbound, so ball kept with Martinsburg. 7:31 left here in the second quarter. It looks like we have an issue with the game ball now. Some moisture on it as they bring it over to the Hedgesville bench to be dried off. So that quickly concludes, and ball passed back over to the other side of the court, and we'll resume action. It's like somebody's drink might have spilled over there, so that might be why the ball was wet. As they examine the floor now, making sure there's no wet spots. And we resume. Shipley inbounding to Cheek. Cheek for Martinsburg. Passing over to the left for Steen. He goes into the quarter for King. King dribbles over to the elbow, now goes to Shipley. Shipley sees a lane, drives in. His layup no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg, and it's Steen with a right elbow floater. That's up and in. And Jackson Steen has 5 points, making it an 8-4 Martinsburg lead with 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. Hedgesville with the ball, and drawing contact is Noah Brown, and that is Keyshawn Cheek's second foul for Martinsburg. Team first of the quarter. So Brown will make his way over now and inbound it for Hedgesville. Do so in front of the score table, but not before we have a substitution. Just checking in for Martinsburg. It's number 35 tonight, and I believe that is Cash Gideon. Welmer now comes in. Has the ball. Pass over to Kirk for Hedgesville. Let's pass over to Wilmer, almost intercepted by Steen. They now go down low in the pass to Kirk for 3, no good. Rebounded by Height. They now have King with it, over to Gideon. Gideon to Steen. Steen at the right wing, passes Shipley. Shipley for 3, no good. It's rebounded by Pitsnoggle. 6:30 left here in the second quarter. It's Martinsburg 8, Hedgesville 4. Brown going coast to coast. Puts up a right side layup, and that is good for Hedgesville. It's now 8-6 as Noah Brown. It's his first 2 points of the evening. Steen with it for Martinsburg over to Height. Back to Gideon at the left wing. He'll go to King. King Dribbling it now at the top of the key, guarded closely by Gainey. Goes to the elbow, kicks it out to the corner for Height. Height drives in, puts up a shot in the paint, and that somehow finds its way in. Make it 10-6 now as Height for Martinsburg has his 5 points to match Steen. It's Kirk bringing it up the floor for Hedgesville. Guarded closely by Shipley. I'll pass over to Wilmer at the left wing. Wilmer trying to look down low. Has his dribble, starts it, almost has it stolen by Steen. He'll now drive in, go up for a layup. It's contested by Height. No good, rebounded by Martinsburg. He quickly goes up the floor. It's Steen looking to the right corner, caught by Height. He'll pick it out to Shipley, goes to Gideon. Gideon for two from the elbow on the left side. No good, rebounded by Pittsnoggle. But Gideon goes in now, and it's called with a reach-in foul as he tried to grab the ball away from Pittsnoggle. 5:23 left here in the second quarter. It's Martinsburg 10, Hedgesville 6. That foul called against Gideon, his first, team second of the quarter. Brown to inbound. Go to Kirk. He goes back to Brown. Brown again gets hit. And again, that foul will be on Gideon for Martinsburg. So he picks up two quick fouls. And Owuna will come in for Gideon. 5:19 left here in the second quarter.
Substitution number 5, Anthony Owuna.
So Owuna goes in now for Martinsburg. As some confusion down below as who that foul was on. They don't know which player 35 is for Martinsburg, and we've seen earlier this year when there was a number confusion for Martinsburg, they received a technical foul. The inbound now not off before 5 seconds, so Hedgesville had to call a timeout to avoid a violation being called. We'll step aside and take the 30-second break with them. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back here to Hedgesville High School. 5:19 left here in the second quarter. The score, Martinsburg 10, Hedgesville 6 here in EPAC boys basketball. Hedgesville with the inbound. They go to Wilmer. Wilmer catches it at midcourt and now starts his dribble. It's at the H at midcourt. Picks up his dribble, passes over to the left side. It's caught by Kirk. Kirk dribbles over to the right, goes to Wilmer. Picks it down low to the corner for Brown, who'll dribble his way to the wing. Now back to the corner, looking for Pittsnoggle for 3. That one no good off the back of the rim, tipped around and into the hands of Kirk. Kirk tries to quickly drive in, and he loses it off his leg as he went up for the layup. And they say it last went off Kirk, so it'll be Martinsburg ball. Bunny inbounds to Shipley, and Shipley will bring it now up the court for Martinsburg. Shipley dribbles over to the right at the script of Eagles on the court. He'll pass the Height back to Shipley. Shipley kicks out to Bunny for 3 from the left wing, and that one off the mark. Rebounded by Owuna, but he loses it as it was swatted out of his hand by Brown and into the hands of Kirk for Hedgesville. 4.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. It's still 10-6. Martinsburg on top of Hedgesville. Brown with it for the Ville. He'll start his dribble. Kick it out to Kirk. Right wing 3. Almost banked in, but no good. Tipped around, and Pittsnoggle gives it over to Owuna with the deflection. Martinsburg with it. They go to Bunny. The Height driving the left baseline. Picks up his dribble. Goes to Bunny. Back to Steen at the top of the key. He'll try to cross over Wilmer and has it stolen by Wilmer. Wilmer now goes down the court. Pulls up for 3. And that one no good. Tipped around, and Height recovers it for Martinsburg. Both teams cold so far in the first half as another turnover. It's another pass stolen by Wilmer, and he'll be fouled by Steen to avoid the breakaway. No intentional foul called, though, but that is the 4th of the quarter called against Martinsburg, and that is Steen's first. So one more foul here in the quarter against Martinsburg, and Hedgesville will have the double bonus. 10-6. Martinsburg on top of Hedgesville here. 3:48 left in quarter number 2. Xavier Kirk with it for the Eagles. Kirk passing it over to Brown. Brown guarded by Bunny, so we'll go over to Wilmer. Wilmer gets a pick from Pitsnoggle, dribbles, loses it, recovers it now, and passes it to Brown. Brown drives into the paint, decides to backtrack now towards midcourt. Tries to go in on the right side a second time, kicks it out to Gainey. Gainey goes to Wilmer. Martinsburg's defense not giving anything right now to Hedgesville as Brown airballs a 3 from the left corner, and it's into the hands of Kyrie Bunny from Martinsburg. We'll go to Cheek, no look pass down low to Height, caught by Height, and he'll lay it up and in, and it's 12-6 Martinsburg. Height leads the way with 7 points here for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Brown running up the court with his dribble. Pass it over to the top of the key for Wilmer. Wilmer looking down low. Hands it to Kirk now. He ran up to him, and Kirk loses it. Into the air it goes. Cheek gets it. Goes to Bunny. Bunny's layup is good, and he's fouled. And 1 for Kyrie Bunny. It's now 14-6 Martinsburg. Bunny has his first 2 points here of the game. As that foul called against Xavier Kirk, his first, team second of the quarter. 2:40 left here in the second quarter, brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, online at Orsinis.com, as well as Craig Blair for State Senate. Let's re-elect Craig Blair in 2024. Bunny's free throw up and no good. Rebounded, though, by Martinsburg, so they keep possession. It's Josiah King with it. Pick up his dribble, go to Bunny. Bunny drew contact, no foul called. They go to King, who goes to Shipley. Shipley back to King. He drives to right baseline, kicks it out to Shipley at the top of the key. He'll go into the paint, put up a layup, and it's rejected by Pitsnoggle, but he's unable to keep it in bounds. So Martinsburg will have a baseline inbound with 2:16 left here in the second. 8-point lead, 14-6. Martinsburg leading Hedgesville here in the first meeting of the 2 of the regular season. Cheek inbounds to Bunny. Long throw in caught. He'll hand it back to Cheek now at the left wing. Cheek drives in, goes to Awuna. 2-pointer from the right side, no good. Rebounded by Cheek, and the putback is good for Martinsburg. They now lead by 10, 16-6. Hedgesville has gone cold here, only 2 points within the first 6 minutes here of this quarter. Under 2 minutes left. It's Kirk with it for Hedgesville here in the first half. Brown dribbling, guarded by Cheek. His pass goes past Wilmer and out of bounds into the Martinsburg bench. It's a turnover, Bulldog basketball. Hedgesville just can't get anything going offensively. Whistle blowing as a substitute coming in now for Hedgesville, and that's Landon Pence checking in for the Eagles. Minute 43 left in the second. Josiah King gets the inbound for Martinsburg. We'll pass it over to Bunny. Bunny passes back to King at the top of the key, who goes to Awuna. He's caught at the right wing. No dribble against Pitsnoggle, then pass to the right for Cheek. Cheek drives in, goes up for a shot, and is fouled. A minute 26 left here as Keyshawn Cheek will now go to the charity strike to shoot 2. It's that foul called against Landon Pence, who just checked in for Hedgesville, as that's his second foul now, team third of the quarter. Looks like Gainey might check in for Hedgesville here, as well as Elliott. First free throw by Cheek misses, keeping it at 16-6. Casey Elliott, Zandon Gainey enter for Hedgesville. Cheek with it now for a second free throw. That shot up and good by Keyshawn Cheek. He has 3 points, making it 17-6 with a minute 26 left here in the second. Martinsburg leads Hedgesville. It's Wilmer with it for the Ville. We'll dribble it down the court now. Still dribbling is Wilmer. Wilmer drives in, loses his dribble, stumbles almost into the wall, and a foul called, stopping the clock here in the second with a minute 15 left. That foul called against Chase Shipley of Martinsburg, his first, team fifth, which means Tate Wilmer will have 2 free throws now for the double bonus. Wilmer has the ball. He's ready for his first free throw. That one misses by Wilmer. So that keeps it a 17-6 lead for Martinsburg. Substitute coming in before the second free throw. It is Garrett Height checking in now for Martinsburg. He'll go in for Anthony Owuna. Second free throw by Wilmer up, and that is good. That's his first point of tonight, making it a 10-point game again at 17-7. Martinsburg still leading Hedgesville. Cheek with it at the left wing for Martinsburg. Passing to the top of the key. It's caught by King, who swings it to the right for Height. Height goes to Shipley, back to the left side. They try to attack. Driving into the paint's King, and he gets called with a carry. We saw 4 travel violations called against Martinsburg in the first. Now the first carry. We also saw a double dribble called in the first against Martinsburg. So 6 of those in total now. 56 seconds left here in the second quarter. It's Hedgesville basketball. Tay Wilmer with it for Hedgesville. Guarded closely by Martinsburg Shipley. His pass deflected by Height back to Wilmer. Wilmer now goes to the left corner. It's caught by Brown. Brown to Gainey. Gainey driving the left side. Loses it. Collides with Shipley. A charge is called as Shipley went to the court. And Gainey picks up the foul. That is Gainey's second. Team's fourth. So 37.9 seconds left here in this second quarter. It's still Martinsburg up by 10 at 17-7. No, this isn't a football score between the two schools, because typically that's actually higher than this. King with the ball. Just taking his time. It looks like both teams content with this being the last possession of the half. Clock now at 15 seconds, still ticking down. And the freshman Josiah King passes to the left corner for Cheek. Cheek dribbles his way out now to run the offense. He's at the left wing, drives in, kicks out to King, who drives the baseline, puts up a floater. That one no good, rebounded by Pittsnoggle. Pittsnoggle going to try to get it down the court, and it's not in time to Elliott, so a shot never goes up. And at the half, it is Martinsburg 17, Hedgesville 7. Step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back for our halftime show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit SkinnerWins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Welcome back here to Hedgesville High School. We have hit halftime here in our boys basketball contest, and it is a low-scoring one. Martinsburg leads Hedgesville to 7 as our halftime show, brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyer.com. It's a top 10 battle here in the state of West Virginia, and right now both teams just don't have much going on the offensive side as we get into our first half stats, which are brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. For Hedgesville, it's Pittsnoggle, Brown, and Kirk, all with 2 points each. That final 7th point coming from Wilmer with 1 point. As for Martinsburg, it is Height with 7 points, tying him with Hedgesville's total. Steen has 5 points, Cheek has 3 points, and Bunny has 2 points. That is your first half stats, brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Step aside, take another 2-minute break as Nick Verzolini will be on the other side back at the studio with our And One halftime scoreboard show, hopefully with some scores from around the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference, college basketball, and NBA too. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Kick off the new year in a new Toyota from CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg. We've got a great selection of your favorite Toyota models on our lot. Right now, get up to $2,200 off MSRP on a new 2024 RAV4. Or check out a new 2024 Camry and get up to $3,000 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
We welcome you into the halftime scoreboard update. I'm Nick Verzolini here at the half. The Martinsburg Bulldogs lead the Hedgesville Eagles 17-7 in West Virginia High School boys basketball. And some other EPAC scores going on right now. It's all EPAC rivalry matchups, and there's some interesting scores here at the half or in the early third quarter. Washington, yes, the Washington Patriots hold a 10-point lead in the third quarter over the Jefferson Cougars, 41-31, but Jefferson without another starter here tonight, so they're down 3 starters with Johnson and Jenkins still out with injuries, and I believe another starter out for the Cougars as well, but still either way, pretty big upset there pending with how Jefferson's been able to play even with those guys out, so Washington holding the lead in that one, but some things to be considered with it. Musselman is getting blown off the court by Spring Mills right now. As you know, you figure Spring Mills would win this game, but it's 48-10. Yes, 48-10 at halftime, Spring Mills over Musselman. We'll go real quickly into some other basketball action and then send it back to Colin for the start of the second half. 76ers 44-28 over the Kings. Pacers lead the Hawks 59-47. Pistons lead the Rockets 51-43. Magic and Heat going at it tonight 15-14 the score there with the Heat on top. Bulls trailing the Warriors 24-23. Clippers Grizzlies 16-14 first quarter. Timberwolves 29, Trailblazers 8, Spurs 20, Hornets 10. And then over to college basketball this evening as we take a look at that in the top 25. No games have started as there's actually not a lot going on here tonight. For some reason I was on Saturday. There we go. In Friday action, no top 25 matchups in Friday. So that's why we were on Saturday. So not a whole lot really going on that anybody around here would care too much about. We'll see real quick if the Capitals are in action, but I think we're going to send it back to Colin actually right now. So that'll do it for your halftime scoreboard update. I'm Nick Verzolini here at the half. It is Martinsburg 17, Hedgesville 7.
WVU Medicine Jefferson Medical Center is proud to announce that our total hip and knee replacement surgery programs recently earned the Joint Commission's Gold Seal of Approval. Achieving this prestigious Joint Commission certification distinguishes Jefferson Medical Center for the excellent care our orthopedic team provides at every stage from pre-admission to acute hospital stay and discharge. It also demonstrates Jefferson Medical Center's ongoing commitment to improving patient care. WVU Medicine, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Welcome back here to Hedgesville High School. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, keeping me company as well as running our camera, John Alderton, back at the studio, who you just heard from with some very interesting other scores from around the Eastern Panhandle. Nick Verzolini. Our score here at the half is Martinsburg 17, Hedgesville 7. And yes, that is a basketball score. Also want to give a shout out to Zool's Frozen Lemonade, always hooking us up whenever they are at basketball games. If you're not in attendance tonight, missing out on Zool's, you want to know where they're at next. On Tuesday, they will be not only here at Hedgesville selling some frozen lemonade, they will also be at Martinsburg's game on Tuesday as well. So appreciate them always hooking us up with some delicious flavored frozen lemonade. We resume action. It is Hedgesville. Tay Wilmer immediately going coast to coast. His layup up and good. Tay Wilmer trying to light the spark Hedgesville needs with an and one. That foul called against Keyshawn Cheek, his third, team first in the quarter. Wilmer only had 1 point there in the first half. It's his free throw, no good. So the score is 17-9. It's Bunny going to Cheek for Martinsburg. Cheek pass to Shipley. Shipley over to Cheek. Cheek trying to play keep away right now. Over towards that sideline. He'll now go to midcourt. It's caught by King, who goes to Bunny. Left wing three by Kyrie Bunny off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded at the top of the arc, and it was Awuna that had it, but lost control. Turnover. Hedgesville has the ball now. Bringing it up the floor is Noah Brown. Brown guarded by Bunny. Dribbling over to the right. Passing to Wilmer. Wilmer will go to Gainey. Gainey at the volleyball line. Pass to the right wing. It's Wilmer going into the left elbow. His jumper up and good. And Tay Wilmer now has 5 points and makes it 17-11 here 1 minute in to this third quarter. The lead cut down to 6. Shipley with it from Martinsburg, who has that 6-point lead against Hedgesville. Cheek trying to go down low, but it's swatted out of bounds by Pittsnoggle. No to remain. Martinsburg ball. Cheek with the baseline inbound for Martinsburg. floats it over the top and into the hands of Bunny. Bunny in the paint, puts up a fadeaway jumper. It's no good as he falls to the floor, rebounded by Pittsnoggle. And he'll pass over to Wilmer. Wilmer, a hot hand right now for Hedgesville with the ball. 5 points in total, 4 here in this third quarter. They try to go to Kirk, and it's deflected. And it's stolen now, Martinsburg. Owuna gets tripped up, falls to the floor off the dribble. That foul, stopping the clock here with 6:26 left in quarter number 3. Now it looks like that foul will be called against Pittsnoggle, his team first of the quarter. So Hedgesville starting off quarter number 3 with a 4-0 run. It is 17-11, Martinsburg. Cheek with it, passing over to King. King dribbles his way to the elbow, passes over to Shipley. Shipley at the left side will bounce pass, caught by Cheek. Cheek hands it to Bunny. Bunny goes to Shipley. Shipley to Cheek as they triangle and now weave through. Cheek drives in the left side and is fouled. His layup is no good, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. 6:06 left here in our third quarter. It's Keyshawn Cheek to the free throw line. He is 1 for 2 from there so far tonight. He has 3 points, trying to extend the 17-11 Martinsburg lead here against Hedgesville at Hedgesville. Cheek, free throw up. That one is good by Keyshawn Cheek, making it a 18-11 ball game. Cheek gets the ball from Jake Long, one of the 3 officials tonight here on Officials Appreciation Night. He gives it to Cheek, and Cheek's free throw up and good. 19-11. It's Brown with it for Hedgesville, goes to Wilmer. Wilmer, Kirk, down low to Pittsnoggle. Pittsnoggle brought down the ball, lost it, and now is called with a travel violation. He's frustrated in himself as he tried to pass that one back to avoid the call to Brown, but it was called first by Austin Johnson. Cheek gets the inbound now for Martinsburg. Calls out the play for the Bulldogs. 5:45 left here in the third quarter. Cheek gets a pick from Owuna. He'll go to Bunny. Bunny pump fakes the 3, drives in, puts up a layup. It's no good, but a foul called. And it looks like that is Pittsnoggle getting called with his second. 5:40 left here in the third quarter. Martinsburg back to the free throw line here tonight. This time it's Kyrie Bunny. Bunny 0 for 1 from the free throw line. He missed his and one. It's Kyrie Bunny's first free throw this time around up and good, extending Martinsburg's lead to 20-11. As Casey Elliott enters back in for Hedgesville. Bunny gets the ball for his second free throw. That free throw shot is up and good by Kyrie Bunny. He now has 4 points, making it a 10-point game again. 21-11 now is the score. Martinsburg on top of Hedgesville. Gainey posting up, and it's swatted back by Owuna. Owuna with a nominee now for rejection of the game. That's his second big one, 3rd in total. Gainey with it for Hedgesville. Pass to Kirk. Kirk looking at Wilmer, but deciding to pass to Brown instead. 5 minutes left here in this third quarter. Noah Brown starts his dribble, goes and drives the right side, bounce passes down low to Elliott, who lost it while going up. It's stolen by Martinsburg. King, Euro step, right side layup, stopped like a dime on the rim, and then just slowly fell in. 23-11 now, Martinsburg in the lead. And he was fouled, they say as well, so King goes to the free throw line to shoot the and one. So that was King's first shot of the night, and what a shot that was. Somehow got it while falling to the floor. It just stopped on the side of the rim, and in slow motion it felt like went through. Free throw up into the air and good by the freshman Josiah King. He now has 3 points, and it's a 24-11 Martinsburg lead. Brown has the inbound now for Hedgesville, and he's going to get nudged by Shipley, and Shipley's going to be called with a foul because of it. here with 4:52 left in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to FordHagerstown.com, as well as Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. Wilmer with it. As it's stolen now by Cheek, and Cheek tried to pass away as King was breaking away with Shipley, but they call a foul behind that. Cheek got fouled on his pass, and Tay Wilmer will get called with the foul. That is his first, team fifth of the quarter. So Martinsburg goes back to the free throw line, and so far here in quarter number 3, they haven't missed from the free throw line. In the first half, Martinsburg only went to the free throw line 3 times, so it's 1 for 2. Here in the second quarter, they are 5 for 5, make it 6 for 6. As Cheek sinks the first of the 2 free throws, making it 25-11. Martinsburg now up 14 against Hedgesville. Second free throw up. That one is drained by Cheek as well. He now has 7 points. Kirk passing behind in the backcourt to Wilmer. He'll bounce pass over to the near side. It's caught by Brown, who goes to Pence. Pence tries to go down low to Elliott. It's another steal for Martinsburg. Bunny bounce passing to King. King walked, they say, before his dribble started. He's frustrated with that call. Clock stops with 4:29 left here in the third quarter. It is 26-11, 15-point lead. It's Hedgesville with an inbound. Inbound to Pence. Pence tries to go to Wilmer. It's deflected by Shipley, stolen by King. King back to Shipley. The unselfishness almost paid off, but the wide open shot by Shipley's no good. Covered by Hedgesville. They go quickly. Kirk's layup no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. Bunny collides with Cheek. Cheek now has the ball. He's trying to go coast to coast. His layup from the right side, too low, no good. Rebounded by Pence. Pence gets double teamed, and now a jump ball's called as he was tied up with Keyshawn Cheek. 4:01 left here in the third. And checking in now, 2 substitutes for Martinsburg, Steen and Height. Checking out Bunny and Shipley. Possession arrow gives the ball to Martinsburg. It'll be King inbounding for the Bulldogs. Tries to go down low to Awuna. Trickles by him, but fortunately for Martinsburg, behind him was Steen. Steen passes to Cheek. Cheek back to Steen for 3. It's good. Jackson Steen is hot from beyond the arc. That is his second 3. He now leads Martinsburg with 8 points, and they are running away with this one here in the third. 29-11. Martinsburg. Hedgesville calls a timeout with 3:47 left here in the third. We'll step aside and take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome back here to Hedgesville High School, looking over at that far side. Sign as Martinsburg loving Jackson Steen now. He leads the way with 8 points for the Bulldogs. They're up 18, 29-11. Martinsburg leads Hedgesville. 3:47 left here in the third. Hedgesville has used its second timeout of the 5. Martinsburg still has all 5 in its pocket. And this has just been an onslaught for the Bulldogs. It was a 4-0 run to start off this quarter for Hedgesville. Since then, it's been a 12-0 run for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Brown will inbound for Hedgesville. Martinsburg with the full court press, waiting for it. It's caught by Pence. Pence back to Brown. Brown to Wilmer. Wilmer back to Pence in the backcourt. He'll now pass it across the midcourt line. Caught by Kirk. Kirk drives in on the right side. His layup no good. Rebounded by King from Martinsburg. King will bring it up the court now for the Bulldogs. Looking down low, it's Steen. Right corner 3. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. Jackson Steen, his third three tonight. He has 11 points, making it 32-11. Martinsburg pulling away from Hedgesville. Brown with it for Hedgesville. He'll go over, and it's caught by Pence. Kirk back to Brown. Brown double team down low. He kicks it out to Kirk, who's trying to respond with a three from the left corner. That no good as Kirk gets his rebound, collides with Cheek, saves it from going out of bounds while doing so. Goes to Brown. Brown to Wilmer at midcourt. He'll slow it down for Hedgesville. Under 3 minutes left here in the third. Wilmer trying to fight for it, driving in the left side. His layup no good, rebounded by King for Martinsburg. King to Height this time. Can he continue the three-point party? No, but it's rebounded by King, and the putback is good. Martinsburg now leads 34-11. It's a 17-0 run here in the third for Martinsburg now after the 4-0 run for Hedgesville, and a turnover. King 2v1 with Steen against Kirk. The give and go. King shot no good, rebounded by Elliott, and almost torn out of Elliott's hands by King. But they say he made contact with Elliott, so a foul will be called against King. Team fourth of the quarter. 2:15 left here in this third quarter. And Martinsburg in control here against Hedgesville, making a statement against the Eagles, who have a 3-game winning streak against the Bulldogs here in this cross-county rivalry. But right now, looks like Martinsburg's going to win big here in this one unless something changes. Kirk down low, caught, shot too hard off the backboard by Elliott. That no good, as that one was Ethan Elliott who's into the game. It's Steen with it for Martinsburg. He'll pass to Bunny. Bunny pump fakes in the right corner. Now goes to the elbow inside the arc. He'll go down low for Awuna, and Awuna draws contact by Ethan Elliott, and that will be Elliott's first. And it's double bonus for the Bulldogs. Minute 52 left here in the third. Kyrie Bunny goes back to the free throw line. He's already 2 for 2 here in the third quarter for Martinsburg, who have been perfect from the free throw line so far in this third quarter. They are 7 for 7 in the third and 8 for 10 overall. And Awuna, free throw, no good. My apologies for saying Bunny earlier. That is Anthony Awuna. Awuna's second free throw up. That one is good. That is Anthony Awuna's first point tonight, making it 35-11. So now, since that 4-0 Hedgesville run, Martinsburg has answered with a 18-0 run. Brown to inbound. It's caught by Arndt. Arndt goes to Kirk. Kirk to Wilmer. Wilmer to Brown. Brown gets double teamed now. He's trapped. Pivots. Finds Wilmer for three from the left wing. It's no good, but he gets his own rebound. Now drives in. Puts up a layup. It's no good. But he'll go to the free throw line as he was fouled to shoot two.
Foul call against the Bulldogs, number 33, Coy Fagan. It's his first.
Coy Fagan is called with a foul. That is the team's fourth of the quarter. So that is Fagan's first. Is Wilmer trying to end the run of Martinsburg. Wilmer, first free throw up and good by Tate Wilmer. He now has 6 points. Second free throw by Wilmer up and good. Make it 7 points for Tate Wilmer. Everybody else that has scored tonight for Hedgesville only has 2 points. It's 35-13 Martinsburg. Shipley with the basketball, passing over to Bunny. Bunny drives to the left side, loses it, and will have a reach-in foul called against Tate Wilmer, and he's not happy with that call, and that'll send Bunny back to the free throw line. That is Wilmer's second foul. Bunny, 4 points tonight. He is 2 for 3 from the free throw line. So he gets the ball here for the first of these two free throws with a minute 24 left in the third. That free throw up by Bunny is good. That makes it 36-13. Bunny, second free throw up. That one is good as well for Kyrie Bunny. So he has 6 points, making it 37-13. Wilmer with the long pass caught from Kirk. He'll try to drive to the left side, now kicking it back out to Kirk at the right wing. He tries to go back to Wilmer, but it's picked off by Shipley. Shipley breaking away, finds Bunny running with him. Bunny puts up the layup, and that is good, making it 39-13 Martinsburg. Brown had a man wide open down low, didn't go to him. Instead, he gets double teamed now, finds Wilmer. Wilmer goes down low to Elliott. His shot falls through. Excuse me, that was Art, not Elliott. Art has 2 points, and now we have a timeout called by Coach Church, who is staring down the officials, frustrated. Some reason, don't know if it was something there that I missed, but score 39-15. Martinsburg in control. We'll keep things here and kind of just try to regain thoughts as what a quarter this was. It was 17-7 at halftime. Hedgesville came out, started off the quarter with a 4-0 run. Since then, it was a 18-0 run in response by Martinsburg. Now both teams have alternated 4 points each, and it's a 39-15 ball game. Martinsburg up by 24, 49.6 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Martinsburg basketball. Shipley gets the inbound from Bunny. He'll bring it up the court. Shipley, quiet tonight, is yet to score. Jay Shipley passing over to Bunny. Goes to Steen, and Steen didn't make sure that he was able to catch it and bring it in. He slipped through his hands and out of bounds. So turnover with 36.2 seconds here in the third. Gives the ball to Hedgesville. Hedgesville inbound to Arndt. Arndt goes to Brown. Brown trying to weave through Martinsburg, and it looks like he's fouled as he goes up for the layup. Stopping clock with 31.3 seconds. Noah Brown go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as that foul called against Garrett Height, his first, team 5th of the quarter. Noah Brown has 2 points tonight. This is his first time over to the free throw line. His shot up and good. It makes it 39-16. Checking in now for Martinsburg is Robinson, as he goes in here for, I believe that is Zion Ajay-Mandua. Second free throw up and good by Brown. Bunny inbounds to Shipley. 30 seconds left. It is Martinsburg 39, Hedgesville 17 here in the third quarter. Steen, Bunny. Bunny back to Steen. Steen passing over. It's Robinson at the right wing. Robinson dribbles to the top of the key. Hands it to Shipley. Shipley drives in. Collides with Brown, and Brown will get called with the foul. 16.4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Brown picks up his first foul, but Martinsburg already in the double bonus, so Chase Shipley goes to the line to shoot 2. So he now has an opportunity to get his first points of the evening. First, we'll have a wet spot where Noah Brown went down on the court, cleaned up from his sweat. Waiting for that to finish up, and the towel thrown over to the Martinsburg bench. So now Shipley will have his free throws. That's the ball for his first free throw. Free throw shot up and good by Shipley. That's his first points, making it 40-17. Martinsburg leads Hedgesville. Some fans already exiting the gym, and the second free throw up, and it hit the wire above the hoop, so that automatically counts as it being out of bounds. So that second one no good for Shipley, keeping it at 40-17. Brown dribbling it, finding Gainey. Gainey goes to Wilmer. Wilmer into the paint. His shot no good, but he somehow keeps it from going out of bounds. It's now Brown with it. 5 seconds left. Passing over to Gainey. Wilmer at the buzzer for a long two. It's no good. And at the end of quarter number 3, Martinsburg leads Hedgesville 40-17. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
We welcome you back here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Colin McLaughlin alongside me running our camera. John Alderton. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini. Martinsburg dominating this one here at Hedgesville. The Bulldog boys lead the Eagles by a score of 40-17. It was 17-7 Martinsburg at the half. And it was a 23-10 third quarter to give Martinsburg this big lead. Hedgesville starts with the ball. It's Brown with it, going to Pitsnoggle. Pitsnoggle finds Wilmer wide open in the paint, and he'll bank it up and in, making it 40-19. Excuse me, that was Gainey, not Wilmer. Gainey has his first 2 points then tonight. Robinson going to Height in the right corner, and Height, as it tipped out of his hands, it goes out of bounds. So that was Brown reaching in and tipping that one out. Martinsburg has the inbound here. 23 seconds into quarter number 4. Steen gets the inbound pass. He'll give it over immediately to Shipley. Shipley with it for Martinsburg, guarded by Kirk. Bounce pass back to Steen. Steen spins around, passes it over to Robinson, right corner 3. He tried to bank it in. It's no good. Bunny gets the rebound, and Bunny's putback is good. He now has 10 points tonight, making it 42-19. Kirk gets the inbound. He's double-teamed in the backcourt underneath the hoop. He'll pass it to Brown. Brown gets double-teamed now. He finds Kirk. Kirk looks down to Gainey. Gainey catches it. Goes back to Wilmer. Left wing 3. No good. Tipped around. Recovered by Kirk. Kirk goes to Pitsnoggle. Pitsnoggle pump fakes. Puts up a shot. And it's nothing but air. At the top of the key, it was a long 2. Pitsnoggle not happy with himself tonight, especially after that shot. He only has 2 points out of the 19. So overall, not a great night for Hedgesville. They trail 42-19. Martinsburg, it's King to Shipley now as we resume action. Shipley dribbling, floats a pass over back to King. The 30-second timeout will be called by Martinsburg. We'll take the 30-second break with them. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR. TV 10 back in 30.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Hedgesville, even though they're in the orange and black to our left, trying to get on TV, so we'll grant them that wish. It's not many good things here for Hedgesville so far tonight, so got to give them a little bit. 42-19 is the score. It is Martinsburg leading Hedgesville. 6:40 left in the fourth. Martinsburg ball, Josiah King finding Owuna into the paint. He lost the dribble. It got deflected, whacked Brown in the face as it came up off the court. It goes out of bounds, and Martinsburg will keep possession. King to inbound. Does so to Height. Height, no look pass to Steen. Steen dribbles back. He has 11 points leading the way for Martinsburg. Gives it to Shipley. Shipley loses his dribble. It's stolen by Kirk. Kirk goes down the floor now for Hedgesville. Looks down low, has Gainey. Gainey goes up. His shot is good, and he's fouled from behind by Height. So that sends Zandon Gainey to the free throw line with the and one, making it 42-21. Garrett Height picks up his second foul, team first of the quarter. Entering back in for Martinsburg now is Keyshawn Cheek in for Chase Shipley. Gainey's free throw up. Around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Height for Martinsburg. Cheek with it, passing over to King, back to Cheek. Cheek standing on the H at midcourt. Starts his dribble, now guarded by Kirk. He'll pass over to Steen. Steen now gets double teamed, and he'll call a timeout to avoid a 5-second violation or a turnover. That is the second timeout called for Martinsburg. They have 3 remaining. It is 42-21, 6:01 left in regulation. Your fourth quarter brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, as well as the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state area, they have you covered. Pure domination, surprising a lot of people around the state other than Martinsburg. 42-21. So right now they have doubled up Hedgesville here at home. What was a 6-4 first quarter, a 17-7 halftime score. Martinsburg leading in both. And now they've pulled away here up by 21. Height inbounds to Cheek, and immediately Cheek was fouled on the inbound pass by Kirk, who tried to intercept that pass and collided with Cheek. So that is Kirk's second, team first of the quarter. Now Height will inbound to King, and nobody near him in the backcourt, and he'll slowly bring it across for Martinsburg. Will now up his tempo, try to pass over the top into the right corner to Cheek. Jumping up was Wilmer. He'll swat it out of bounds, so it'll be an inbound pass in front of coaching staff sitting on the bench of Martinsburg. Coach Rogers has to be pleased with how his team's done so far tonight. Cheek over to Height. Height pump fakes for 3, kicking it out. His pass long, intended for Steen, deflected out of bounds by Gainey, but they say Steen touched it last. And it'll be a turnover, Hedgesville ball. Be interesting to see the final field goal percentage tonight for Martinsburg, as we heard from Coach Rogers in that loss last week against Spring Mills. They shot 27%. Tonight they have 42 points, so not as much as typical, but when you're up 42-21 here in the fourth with 5.5 minutes left, you'll take anything, especially against your biggest rival, Hedgesville. It's Wilmer with it. Dribbles over to the right side, goes in, puts up a layup, and that one stood, tapped around the rim, and was falling to the court, so it does not count. But a foul is called, so Wilmer goes back to the free throw line as Keyshawn Cheek gets called with foul. That is his 4th, team second of the quarter. Tay Wilmer, so far here in this second half, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He was 1 for 2 in the first half, so 3 for 4 overall. His free throw this time up and good. Makes it 42-22. Martinsburg leads Hedgesville. 5:16 left here in the fourth. Second free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Awuna. Awuna then passes the Cheek for Martinsburg. They'll go to Josiah King. King finds Steen. Steen for 3 from the left side, and it's good by Jackson Steen. What a night for him. 14 points, and 4 of them coming from three-pointers, or 4 three-pointers, so 12 of the 14. Pittsnoggle now with it, and Pittsnoggle going to be pushed out of bounds by Awuna, incidentally. So 4:49 left here in regulation, and that foul called against Awuna. It's only his first, though. Did they call it on Bunny? Looks like they did call it Bunny. I thought that was Owuna. So Bunny gets called with a foul. That's his second. Pittsnoggle with it, driving the right baseline, turn around, spin move, shot up, no good, but he gets his own rebound. This time posts up, puts it off the glass, and it's no good, and he'll go to the free throw line now with 4:39 left to shoot two. It is Martinsburg 45, Hedgesville 22. As Garrett Height gets called with a foul. That is his third, team third of the quarter.
Pittsnoggle to the line, shooting 2.
Pittsnoggle, quiet tonight, only 2 points. His first free throw up. That one is good, so make it 3 points now. So that's his first points here in the second half. Makes it 45-23, Martinsburg. It's Pittsnoggle's second free throw up. That one is good as well, so now he has 4 points, making it 45-24. 4.5 minutes left here in regulation. Steen with it for Martinsburg. The hot hand for the Bulldogs, driving the left baseline, kicking it out to Height, right corner three. Garrett Height around the rim and in. And Garrett Height makes it 48-24. That's Height's second three tonight. He has 10 points. Brown with it for Hedgesville. Has it tipped from behind by Steen. Steen, though, tipped it to Wilmer, drives in, puts up a shot. It's no good, goes out of bounds. Martinsburg ball with 4:09 left here in the fourth. Height with 10 points, Bunny with 10 points, Steen with 14 points. That's the three Martinsburg Bulldogs in double figures as more of the Hedgesville faithful heading to the exit to our right of this gymnasium. Martinsburg, Josiah King bringing it up the court for the Bulldogs. His fans are dancing around happy on the opposite side as King drives in, puts up an awkward shot, no good. Rebounded by Owuna, though, and his putback is good, making it 50-24. Martinsburg. It's Brown with the ball for Hedgesville, giving it to Tay Wilmer. Wilmer with the ball. Almost lost his dribble, so he has to pick it up. Turns around, finds Brown. Brown driving in, right side, has it rejected. No, they say a foul is called. Don't know if it will be Bunny or Owuna that they say drew contact. Clock stops with 3:31 left here in the fourth, and that is called against Bunny. Shooting foul will send Brown to the free throw line to shoot two. Free throw up. That one no good, keeping it 50-24. As Cash Gideon now will enter for Martinsburg. Second free throw up, and that one is good. So Brown, it's 5 points tonight for Hedgesville, makes it 50-25. Bulldogs in control, though. His Height will inbound with 3.5 minutes left here in the fourth to Josiah King. King brings it down the court for the Bulldogs, passes it across to Steen. Steen throws it off the leg. I believe that is Gainey. It goes out into the Martinsburg student section. The Bulldogs have the ball. King gets the inbound. He's guarded by Kirk. King keeps his dribble going. Now drives to the left side. Hands it over to Height. Height gets a pick from Gideon. Goes to Bunny, who swings it over. Back to the left side for King. King drives into the paint. Right side layup by the freshman Josiah King. No good, but he's fouled. So he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. 3:08 left here in quarter number four. It's Martinsburg 50, Hedgesville 25. It's that foul called against Hedgesville's Xavier Kirk, his third, team's second of the quarter. Josiah King, 5 points tonight, one free throw. His first one of the two up and good, so now make it 6 points and 2 for 2 from the free throw line as it's now 51-25 Martinsburg. King gets the ball for a second free throw shot now as that into the air. And through, and good. So King has 7 points, making it 52-25, Martinsburg. Kirk with it for Hedgesville. He'll pass to Wilmer. Wilmer bounce passes to Brown at the right wing. Brown gives it back to Wilmer now at the left wing is Wilmer. Wilmer passes back to the right wing. It's Brown. Brown drives in. Stops, turns around, jumper. No good, tipped around and rebounded. And that is Zion Ajimandua wearing 33 tonight. It's King passing over to Height in the right corner. Back to King. King drives in, tried to go to the alley-oop to Zion, but we have a foul called down low. Clock stops with 2:31 left here in the fourth. That looks like that is King getting called with a player control foul. That is his third, team fifth. Hedgesville has the ball now, and it looks like we have a substitute. As Kirk checks out. Didn't see who checked in for him. I think it might be Pence. I'm not too sure. It looks like it is. Wilmer with it. Passing over to Arndt. Arndt goes to Wilmer. Wilmer gets double teamed now, trying to pass down low to Arndt. It's deflected by Zion and into the hands of Noah Brown. Brown goes to Arndt. Arndt with it at the right wing for Hedgesville. Starts his dribble and will hand it over to Wilmer. Wilmer fakes the three, passes to Pence. Pence wasn't ready for it, but he still catches it and goes to Brown. Brown drives to the right side, kicks it out to Wilmer, right corner, pump faking, lost it, so he couldn't put up the three. Now they swing it over to the left side. Brown for three, and that airball. This a night Hedgesville's going to want to forget. 52-25. Martinsburg pouring it on their rival here with a minute 50 left in the fourth. And checking in now for Martinsburg, the senior you might remember from the football team, Mr. Touchdown, Xerxes Yancey checking in. Jackson Steen getting the inbound for Martinsburg, and what a game he's had. 14 points, 12 of them coming from three-pointers. As he passes over to Height. Height goes to Steen, who swings it over to Xerxes Yancey. Yancey in the right corner, dribbles, passes to Height at the top of the key. Height drives to the left side, and he never got the shot up because he got tied up with Tay Wilmer, who just grabbed onto the ball while Height was charging towards him for the layup. Possession arrow keeps it with Martinsburg. Now Martinsburg will bring in Arvin. Yancey gets the inbound. He'll go to Gideon. Gideon passes to Steen. Steen passes to Gideon. Gideon Euro step. Left side layup is good by Cash Gideon, making it 54-25 Martinsburg. Wilmer with the basketball for Hedgesville, excuse me. Puts up a floating shot from the left elbow. It's no good. Rebounded by Gideon. A minute left here in the fourth. And it's Steen with it for Martinsburg, passing to Gideon. Gideon goes over to Arvin. Arvin at the right wing. Dribbles to the elbow. Picked it up, trying to pass it to Steen, but he walked first, so the turnover gives it to Hedgesville with 55.1 seconds left here in the ball game. Martinsburg will improve to 5-2 overall, 2-1 in the Eastern Panhandle. Hedgesville will fall to 8-2 and 2-1 in the EPAC. Bowers in for Hedgesville. He has the ball. He'll hand it over to Elliott. Elliott passes over to the right side. They swing it around now. Driving in the right baseline's Pence, and he's fouled on the floor with 41.6 seconds left here in quarter number 4. Arvin gets called with the foul for Martinsburg, his first, team fifth. So Landon Pence goes to the free throw line. He was a starter for Hedgesville. He's not scored yet. Free throw up and good by Pence, to the applause of a few Hedgesville Eagle fans still in attendance. So it's 54-26 Martinsburg. Second free throw up. That one is good by Pence as well. The inbound to Steen. And he'll bring it up the court now for Martinsburg. Picks up his dribble, passes Gideon, back to Steen. Steen tries to go to Xerxes Yancey, who saves it from going into the student section. They go to Gideon. Gideon drives in, puts up a shot. That one no good. Rebounded down low by Zion Ajimandua, and he gets fouled, so that'll send him to the free throw line with 26 seconds left to shoot two.
That's his first, team third. It's a shooting foul. Boyd Fagan to the line, shooting two.
Zion Ajimandua to shoot. His free throw up, and that one is good. makes it 55-27. Martinsburg leading Hedgesville. Second free throw up. That one is good as well, so he now has 2 points, making it 56-27. Bowers dribbling it now for Hedgesville. He breaks midcourt. I'll pass over to Arndt. Arndt guarded by Zion. Pass over now to the right. It's Pence. 10 seconds left. They go to Elliott. Elliott passes over to Bowers. Bowers will hand it to Elliott. Elliott will just stand there and let the clock end. And the final score, Martinsburg 56, Hedgesville 27. What a statement from the Martinsburg Bulldogs. A massive win here against Hedgesville. So Martinsburg improves to 5-2 overall, 2-1 in the EPAC. Hedgesville falls to 8-2, 2-1 in the EPAC. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then be back to wrap things up. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome back here to Hedgesville High School. Martinsburg gets a huge win over Hedgesville. Final score, Martinsburg 56, Hedgesville 27, as our post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu, daily specials, and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. John Alderton's our cameraman back in studios. Nick Verzolini. It's Martinsburg finally gets a win over Hedgesville. The last time that happened before tonight was March 4th, 2022. And that one was 44-41, a close one. The last time Martinsburg had as close of a big win as this here in this rivalry, you don't have to go too far back, only to January 4th, 2019. That's the closest one I can probably get you, or 2018. Those were 53-26, and on January 26, 2018, that was 58-34. But I don't think anybody here tonight expected almost a 30-point win for Martinsburg as they win 56-27. Let's now get into tonight's post-game stats, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com, and we'll start off with Hedgesville. Leading the way for the Eagles was Wilmer with 8 points. Brown had 5 points. Gainey had 4 points, as well as Pittsnogle with 4 points. And then Pence, Arndt, and Kirk each had 2 points to total up the 27 for Hedgesville. As for Martinsburg, unexpectedly leading the way for them in the score column was Steen with 14 points. 4 3-pointers for him. Behind him was Bunny and Height with 10 points each. King and Cheek finished tonight with 7 points each. First we got to go with Jaimin Dua. He had 2 points tonight. Awuna had 3, and then Gideon had 2. I thought I needed to go with Jaimin Dua first because for some reason I accidentally wrote down that he had 6 points, not 2. I don't know why I did that, but either way, that's your post-game stats. Let's now get into tonight's awards, and we'll start off with tonight's rejection of the game, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777. Visit their Facebook page. Either way, tonight's rejection of the game goes to Anthony Awuna. He had 2 very big blocks, one early on against Pittsnogle in that right corner for 3, and another down here in the second half. So on our left side, can't remember who it was, but it was down in the paint. He went up and had a nice block as well. So Anthony Awuna gets tonight's rejection of the game. Moment of the game is brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center, leading healthcare here and everywhere. And the moment of the game has to be the third quarter for Martinsburg. They were up at half, 17-7. Hedgesville came into that third quarter, started off with a 4-0 run, and what did Martinsburg do? They decided to put the foot on the gas pedal and not look back, responding with an 18-0 run, taking control of this one, and that is the moment of the game, the 18-0 Martinsburg Bulldog run. Last but not least, tonight's Orsini's Home Store player of the game, brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at orsinis.com. Tonight's player of the game for Martinsburg is the 5'9" senior guard, number 1, Jackson Steen, because he was definitely number 1 tonight. He was the difference for the Bulldogs. 4 3-pointers, 3 of them coming big time in that second half. He led the way for Martinsburg with 14 of those 56 points as Martinsburg gets the win by a final score of 56-27. So that'll wrap things up here from Hedgesville High School as Martinsburg improves now to 5-2 overall, 2-1 in the EPAC. Hedgesville falls to 8-2, 2-1 in the EPAC. For Nick Verzolini, who you will hear from on the other side of this break with some scores from around the EPAC, big surprises coming around this Eastern Panhandle, which will give us a lot to talk about on Monday, as well as John Alderton doing a great job running our camera. I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off here. This has been West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body. At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
Heffley Motor Company off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. If you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. The Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Kick off the new year in a new Toyota from CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg. We've got a great selection of your favorite Toyota models on our lot. Right now, get up to $2,200 off MSRP on a new 2024 RAV4. Or check out a new 2024 Camry and get up to $3,000 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you into the and one scoreboard show. Your final here tonight from Hedgesville. Martinsburg defeats the Bulldogs 56. I'm sorry, Martinsburg defeats Hedgesville 56-27. Be kind of hard for Martinsburg to defeat the Bulldogs, at least in the Eastern Panhandle. They could go play some other Bulldogs somewhere. But other games from tonight, as Colin mentioned, some shockers. One of them a shocker in terms of who won. One of them a shocker in terms of how bad it was. Washington beats Jefferson tonight, 62-58. Now Jefferson is out 3 starters, but still a good win for Coach Miller and the Washington Patriots. A 4-point win there, 62-58 over the Jefferson Cougars. And then this one was just bad for Musselman. 98-27 loss to the Spring Mills Cardinals here tonight. Spring Mills, clearly the number 1 team of the state in this very moment with this win here tonight. Musselman going in the wrong direction as of late, and Spring Mills is rolling. So they're now 10-0, and Washington dropping Jefferson down to 10-2. And Washington is now 6-4. Martinsburg improving with the win. I believe that makes them 5-2. But either way, you know, everybody has a winning record in the EPAC right now. We got really competitive basketball and a lot of good things going on here in the Eastern Panhandle when it comes to the game of basketball. But Not so competitive tonight in two of these games, but overall the teams have been pretty good, and Washington pulling off that upset proves that anybody can really beat anybody in this conference. But I don't know if anybody's beating Spring Mills this year. Other games going on in the NBA here tonight. The 76ers leading the Kings 87-73. Pacers beat the Hawks, or are going to beat the Hawks most likely. It's 113-89. Rockets lead the Pistons 93-92. Magic trail the Heat 61-57. Warriors trail the Bulls 68-75. The Grizzlies are trailing the Clippers 77-59. Timberwolves all over the Trailblazers 67-46. And the Spurs on top of the Hornets at halftime 66-45. Jazz Raptors tonight at 9:30. Tonight at 10 p.m. on ESPN. Pelicans take on the Nuggets. No top 25 matchups in college basketball. No Maryland, no WVU. They're in action tomorrow. Of course, we have the NFL playoffs tomorrow here as well on Talk Radio WRNR. And no Washington Capitals tonight. So that pretty much does it for us here in the studio. As once again, your final score in West Virginia High School boys basketball: Martinsburg 56, Hedgesville 27. I'm Nick Verzolini. Have a good night, everyone. And this is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Peretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, The Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.